किधर है, हम तेरा इंतजार कर रहे हैं। मैं कहा व्हाट्सएप पे लोकेशन भेज रहा, इधर मेरी गाड़ी फंस गई है। I'll go back to my old school Honda. The engine S22 Type S, what a Type R. It's the same thing with CB6 body and teens coilovers with Type R rims, short shifter, LSD gear, and 3-inch exhaust to the muffler back, and crazy shit. It still will be the Honda, because where I started my career by the Honda as a car guy, it's still Honda. Lexus is different thing. Lexus is just I became famous with that. I didn't become famous in Honda because I didn't concentrate in modification in that. I went for the racing at that time because as a race driver, karting race driver, and by Honda. But when I came to the modification life as a custom car show cars, I came by Lexus. I became famous by Lexus. It was like Honda at that time only. But the main thing, one of my best friends, Shibin, he had the car Evo 10, yellow color, made by Lab 57. We purchased this from Awir. And that was the first part when I drove it. That guy bought it like few hours ago. We came to Algaces area and I asked him, would you mind I drive it? He's like, drive it. But you know how to drive it? I said, it's all weird. I know how. He just like roll it in first gear and drag it on second gear. That was a car it just blew my mind off. What the shit 4-cylinder turbo can do this shit. Like we used to talk about GTRs, RB20s, RB26, R34, R33. These are the crazy. Before purchasing Lexus, I went to Abdul Motor and I gave 5,000 deposit for Honda for this Evolution 10. It was the last car sitting in Charger white color. But the reason, because of my salary and all, I could not afford the loan. So they had 10 days to withdraw it, but I could not. So my 5,000 was went, and that I shifted to Lexus. You're buying an Evo, you can't put it at daily car, so you need to do it. But you are not that much at that stand, then you can afford 2-3 cars at the time, which now I can. I have C300 Chrysler Mopar. Okay, I have a Korean Kia daily drive now. I had the station which I sold it. That's a hard. And Lexus, this is the first car stayed with me with the 7 years. Lexus. Before that I had Pathfinder VQ33 3.3 engine 97 model Pathfinder. That was the beast in the desert. I had the Kia Sportage 2002 model. I had Tundra 2007 model, long wheelbase, single cabin. And the best part was one of my friend had a rent-a-car business, and every new car used to come, he used to call me, Arslan, this car, and that I had no regrets. I have enjoyed my life a lot. What satisfaction I can get in car life, I can't get that anywhere. This is like, it's your own baby. You spend money on it, you do your hard work, you do by yourself, by changing the oil, brake pads, maintenance, timing belts. You feel like accomplished. You feel like love it is. Basically, this car life saves you a lot from going for other bad stuff. I can say still by 3 to 4 years more I need time to make it at that high level. People are coming. They as I said earlier also, there are many papers to criticize, many people to give you possibly good advice. But as a proper car level, I need time for that. It took me 7 years here. For some people, so for some car club, they instantly go up, and they instantly come down also. Well, but by step by step, you have to gather all the proper guys, because you don't need that mismatch in your club. Basically, Japanese is more reliable. See, German is way level. It's awesome cars. They are like, you can see by interior designing, outlook, exterior. That's awesome. Their craftsmanship is it's like extraordinarily amazing. But the reason comes here when you have the maintenance. You get it cheap, but when the maintenance costs a lot, same as the Mopar, Americans you can still. I have a dream to buy a Charger. I love the Charger, the Devil Eye look, the new one, 2016, 17, 18. I love the RT edition or the Daytona edition. I love it because Daytona edition is the lime color, which I loved it a lot, with the Boiler exhaust. But the problem comes, see, I have a Mopar in my car, in my home. The problem is like maintenance. The engine wiring gets shorts. The same technically you don't get in Japanese. Japanese is more easier Then it's complicated than German and American cars. That's a problem. We were going to the Kalba with the other guys and all, and that was the first part when I raced with Orion on a Kalba street. Like we were going like this. I was that salute to my Honda at that time. Held very nicely. I controlled it very good. It's a manual, that's all. And I raced Orion 2000. It was, I think, 7 or 8 V6. At that time, it was the fastest car. So basically, I had the Spoon in Honda Spoon computer, which is unlimited speed. And I was playing with you guys. I was coming, boom, boom, third gear, fourth gear, third gear, fourth gear, and you were like cranking the accelerator, the engine, and I'm vroom, vroom, coming. The second one, which is with the Lexus. Lexus gave me a lot of publicity, alhamdulillah. The best part was also with the cops. Yeah, this was a different experience, first time ever. Basically in Dubai, police, they stopped it. They said, mashallah, you're nice, good, but don't lower it that much, we'll scrap the road, little up. The same thing happened. I was coming from one of my shows in Jumeirah. I was coming back by Maliha, what you call the bypass road, which is Emirates Road right now, and I forgot to raise the car up, and I entered Maliha, and the car was little down, at least 1 finger gap what happened, but it was shaking, and the cop came from Maliha towards Sharjah, and I got down. Well, I was going to find you, and you're like, so he's like, okay, I respect you, you came truthful to me, that you accept your fault. And the Mudir was sitting inside, and I explained, and he also started laughing. They were both young guys, and they only asked me one thing: why green color? Why green? You can go for golden, you can go for white, you can go for black. Why green? Just answer it and go. One is the Wild Line was that Land Cruiser. Bought it in 2008, 17th nth. Forgot about desert. I had Nissan Pathfinder that time. I used to go alone in Maliha. It was, I think, Eid's second day. I called Achu at that time. He said he'll be little late. I will go in the Badayar area, and I know the way from the desert to Maliha to Badayar. Eventually, one of the tires, I low the pressure PSI to, I think, 8 or 9, and one area I did not see. I went in the bucket. You have the def lock also, you have the low button also, and I was like, all my 4 tires inside. And I was not getting a signal for mobile as well. Suddenly Achu's call, किधर है, हम तेरा इंतजार कर रहे हैं. मैं का WhatsApp पे लोकेशन भेज रहा इधर हमारी गाड़ी फंस गई है. They came eventually, and front left tire was busted out. So it became like around morning 5 o'clock. He's like, पूरे देश रात का मजा खराब कर दिया तूने, एक्सरसाइज करा दी हमारी. And we went inshallah next day again, and Abu Sultan threw in a party, the same station, and you won't believe where did I stuck the car. It was an easy, even a Camry can stand there. It was a Girgira Ramal, but what happened, my tires were pressure was 35 to 40, and I stand like this, and literally I raised it. So it just rolled it over there and stuck. And like the car is like the back tire and the front tire is stuck. These tires are rounding. So it's like empty, and they came. One of the guy came in Nissan Petrol. Of course, when you see a station, so Nissan Petrol guys, they eventually, that's a rival for them. After that, then they only came in just to pull it out. You can't get that much fun in street than in the track. More control. You have the curves, you have the turn, you have to break down. Straight is straight. That's all you have to do. Street. We used to be a street driver. We were street driver racers at that time. I still remember old days. PETROLHEAD guys, we know what engine we are capable of doing it. We can repair it. But the electrical car, it says one stop, you have to send it to the workshop. They're expensive maintenance. Future-wise, reliability is nothing. You get an accident, you can see many Tesla cars. You can see stories. Autopilot just being an accident. In my point of view, I don't think battery, it's not reliable that much. The more you can do the PETROLHEAD engines. We are from that old school guys. Yeah, we were the PC guys at that time. We had the PlayStation 1 GTA City. After it came Vice City, San Andreas and all. Best gaming, if you say, it was a Gran Turismo. I learned all my skills from there. Gran Turismo was the best. I used to play all night Gran Turismo.